Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check. Three.
Throwing on second and long. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Alert flare. Check 24. Begin. Check 99.
Now Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On second down, a run with Breida. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 3rd down, Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now it's Breida.
I got you, boy.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, here's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And this is going to be another first down. Tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go counter with Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as behind the line of scrimmage.
This is Breida on the draw. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Bryant. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. To throw is Mariota. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Box track. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
53.
Throwing, Mariota. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first down team. At their own 45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Breida. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Bryant. This one into the hands of Hurd. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
At their own 41-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Heavy on the edges. Alert 3, alert 3. One. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Blue 18. Watch my board. Watch the slats. One. Come.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Catch is made by Hurd. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll find Lindsey here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, 49ers.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Check. Crouch. One.
Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
One. Kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
50 seconds to Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Check 31. Check 31. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And it is 28-0.
Makes the score Rams 28, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Rams
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 24. Watch 23. Check the hot read. Check 50. Check 50. 49. One. Check 49.
Now Mariota. Going deep here for Bryant. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Rams 35, 49ers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On the handoff, this is Breida, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Blue 53, check 53. Here we go. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it? It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back. And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it. You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going. So for the Rams, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.